I married my best friend's brother by accident. I opened my eyes to a pounding headache and a wedding ring on my finger. The Vegas hotel room was unfamiliar, curtains drawn tight against daylight. Please tell me this is fake. But the ring was real, silver and heavy. I sat up slowly and saw Andrew on the other bed, my best friend Diana's older brother. He had a matching ring on his left hand. Andrew, wake up right now. He opened his eyes and smiled at me. Morning, wife. I threw a pillow at him. This isn't funny. How did this happen? He stretched casually like we hadn't just ruined everything. You proposed to me around midnight. Very romantic, actually. Yesterday morning, my boyfriend dumped me through text. I found someone better. Don't call. 2 years together ended in 8 words. Diana found me crying and immediately booked us Vegas flights. You need to forget that loser. My brother Andrew bartends at the Vegas casino where I'm having my conference. He'll take care of you while I'm at my conference. She left for her work event after dropping me at the hotel. Andrew gets off at 6. Meet him at the casino bar. I'd gone down at 6 expecting a quiet drink. Andrew had other plans. First round is on me. You look like you need several. He made something blue and strong. What is this? I asked after the first sip made my eyes water. Forget him forever. My own recipe. By the third drink, the bar was spinning. Andrew kept them coming. This one's called Better Off Without Him. The drinks had increasingly ridiculous names. Now try Upgrade Your Life. I laughed at everything he said. You're funny. Why didn't I know you were funny? He made himself a drink. You were always with what's his name when I was around. By drink 5, I was telling him everything. He said I was boring, that I never did anything spontaneous. Andrew slid another cocktail over. You're not boring. That guy was just blind. Andrew's shift ended at midnight, but he stayed with me. Can't leave you alone like this. We moved to the casino floor. Ever played poker? He asked. I shook my head. Too complicated. He pulled out chips. I'll teach you. We lost immediately, but I didn't care. Let's do something else spontaneous, I announced. The casino chapel caught my eye. Its neon sign blinking. People actually get married there? Andrew nodded. All the time. Elvis does the ceremonies on weekends. I grabbed his arm. That would be spontaneous. He laughed. Very spontaneous. I pulled him toward it. I'm serious. When would I ever do something this crazy? He let me drag him along. You're drunk. This is a terrible idea. But he was smiling. Inside the chapel, everything moved fast. We have an opening right now, the receptionist said. I turned to Andrew. See? It's fate. He looked at me carefully. You sure about this? I nodded emphatically. I'm being spontaneous, proving my ex wrong. Andrew paid for the ceremony. Okay, but you're explaining this to Diana. Elvis appeared in full costume. Who's ready to get married? I raised my hand enthusiastically. We are. The ceremony was a blur of vows and bad Elvis impressions. Do you take this man? Elvis asked. I looked at Andrew. I absolutely do. Andrew hesitated, then said, I do too. Now, 12 hours later, the reality was sinking in. We need an annulment immediately. I searched my phone for lawyers. Andrew sat up. It's Sunday. Everything's closed. He seemed weirdly calm about destroying our lives. Diana gets back tonight. What do we tell her? Andrew ordered room service. We'll figure it out. First, eat something. While waiting, I scrolled through my phone's photos. There were dozens from the chapel. Delete all of these, I said, erasing evidence. Andrew watched me panic. You were really happy last night. I glared at him. I was wasted. Happy doesn't count when you're drunk. After breakfast, Andrew suggested walking around. Fresh air will help your headache. We wandered through the casino. The lawyer I called isn't answering, I said, checking my phone constantly. Andrew stopped at his bar. My coworkers want to meet you. I pulled him away. Why would they want to meet me? He smiled. You announced our marriage to the entire bar last night. Bought everyone shots. My face burned. What else did I do? He counted on his fingers. Sang karaoke. Challenged a guy to arm wrestling. Told everyone you loved me. I stopped walking. I said what? He kept going. Multiple times, actually. 3 hours before Diana's flight, I was pacing the room. We have to tell her everything immediately. Andrew finally looked serious. There's something you should know. He sat on my bed. I wasn't drunk last night. I stared at him. What do you mean? He took a breath. I stopped drinking after your second round. Wanted to make sure you were safe. My mind raced. But you seemed drunk too. He shook his head. I was just playing along. When you proposed, I could have said no. The room felt smaller. Why didn't you? He looked at me directly. Because I've been in love with you for 3 years. Since Diana introduced us, the words hung between us. You never said anything. He laughed bitterly. You were always with someone else. Then last night you chose me. He pulled out the marriage certificate. Maybe we should see where this goes before calling lawyers. I stared at the paper, then at him, completely unsure what to say.